Turning now to the ongoing rescue and cleanup efforts in southwestern Florida, the death toll in that state continuing to climb as crews go door to door through neighborhoods left devastated by Hurricane Ian.
We have moved into the phase right now where we do have human scent detection dogs as well as cadaver dogs that are going through the area that are looking for both human scent live and then cadaver dogs that would be looking for deceased.
Teams have been working around the clock searching for any signs of life. Thousands of people are still without water and basic essentials. The first community medical center to provide emergency and urgent support post-Hurricane Ian has officially opened in Fort Myers. The facility is equipped with 100 beds with the ability to expand to 1,000 as the need arises. CNN's Isabel Rosales is in Fort Myers, Florida, with the latest. So Isabel, set the scene for us. Tell us what's the latest in these search and rescue efforts.
Lois, good afternoon to you. Crews are working tirelessly 24/7 around the clock to find more survivors. I mean, they're sleeping under the stars without a tent, using hoses for showering, going through just insane scenarios, giving it their all to find these people that might be trapped underneath the rubble. Over in Sanibel Island, search and rescue teams began secondary searches of the homes today. They're going through that damaged, destroyed homes, trying to find any signs of life. And if they think that someone inside might need help, that's when they then enter the home. Now, you played a soundbite right leading into me from Kevin Guthrie, the director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management, where he introduced a new phase. He says we've entered a new phase of using human live scent dogs and cadaver dogs to assist in that process of finding any potential survivors. And he says that they're using so many of these dogs around the clock that they're actually looking and exploring into getting private contractors to bring more of these dogs in and assist in that process. 48 hours ago, crews actually did find someone alive underneath the rubble, someone who miraculously was not hurt but could not get out, and they helped that person. So far, 2,500 people have been rescued, but look at this wall right behind me. It's a memorial. Flowers, you can smell all these flowers and see these letters and pictures of 120 people, victims here in Florida of Hurricane Ian.
Yeah, definitely heartbreaking, Isabel. Isabel, power is also still an issue there. Tell us a little bit more about what authorities and officials there are saying about how long it could be before residents get the power back.
Lois, they have made just incredible progress. Shortly after Ian hit, they had about 2.5 million power outages in Florida. That number has drastically reduced to about 100,000 customers without power. Florida Power and Light, the biggest utility company here in the state, says that they've restored power to over 92% of their customers impacted by Ian. That's 2 million customers that have been restored. But nonetheless, the story changes when you look at barrier islands like Sanibel, Pine, Fort Myers Beach. The electrical infrastructure has been damaged there, so it's much of a monumental task there. They're actually the National Guard flying in power crews into these areas to assist with that process, but that could take a month or even longer to restore power to those very hard-hit areas. Lois.
And Isabel, yesterday President Biden toured the disaster zones. So what are residents saying about that visit? Are they hopeful that his visit will turn into some sort of action for them?
Sure, and that was such a powerful message, a visual that we saw. Here's President Biden and Republican Governor Ron DeSantis putting politics aside, shaking hands and complimenting one each other and the work that they were doing, uniting in spite of their politics to really just commit to Floridians. Biden vowed that while the recovery effort could take years, that the federal government would be there every step of the way, assisting Floridians in whatever support that they might need. He said, quote, in dealing with this crisis, Biden and DeSantis, we've been in complete lockstep. That's what he said. The federal government has, and Biden has approved $73 million in federal aid. And yesterday, Biden announced actually an extension of how much they were helping, 100% of costs. They increased the time frame from 30 days to 60 days. He claims that that will be billions of dollars worth that is flooding into the state of Florida. 200,000 Floridians so far have applied for federal FEMA help. Lois.
All right, CNN's Isabel Rosales reporting for us from Fort Myers, Florida. Thank you so much.